welcome to The Morning Touch. I'm Darwin Campbell. The Morning Touch is brought to you by the Chapters for the Homeless and the FSBC in Glendale. We certainly are excited about you being here and hope that all is going well. You know, as we look at today being Freedom Friday, we want to focus on what Freedom Friday is all about. Freedom Friday is about you focusing on what's really important. What's really important in life and what's really important for us to say and do. And on this Freedom Friday, I wish to speak with you concerning information in the book of Proverbs. Because in the book of Proverbs, there's a lot to be spoken of when we're talking about life. You know, the tendency on Freedom Friday is for people to run, jump, spend money, store to store, take advantage of all kinds of shopping deals and all of that. But in reality, coming off of Thanksgiving, being thankful for family and food and fun and fellowship, you know, the family, the food, the fun, and the fellowship can now be followed up with wisdom. After the family, after the fun, after the food, after the fellowship, wisdom. And Solomon gives us some good footing to stand on. When I think about Proverbs chapter 4, where he says this, looking at verse 11, he says, I have taught thee in the way of wisdom. I have led thee in right paths. When thou goest, thy steps shall be straightened. When thou runnest, thou shalt not stumble. Take fast hold of instruction. Let her not go. Keep her, for she is life. There's something to be said about wisdom. There is value in wisdom. And on this Freedom Friday, as you prepare to go out and shop, as you prepare to extend the continuation of the Thanksgiving festivities, enjoying your time off, I would that you would think about what Solomon has to say about the value of wisdom. Wisdom in relationships, wisdom in fellowship, wisdom in shopping, wisdom in spending your money. Take heed and take the advice of Solomon that in all things that we do or we're thinking about doing, that we first consider wise plans, that we first undergo an examination. You know, the Bible tells us to examine ourselves. We are to examine ourselves on a consistent basis to make sure that the decisions we are making are sound, to make sure that the path that we're headed is sound, to ensure that the decisions that we make don't get us in physical trouble or financial trouble or health trouble. That's why wisdom is very important. Coming off the Thanksgiving holidays, you may have said, man, I shouldn't have eaten as much because I made myself sick or I'm gaining weight. But no, look, wisdom means that I take the time before taking action. And in taking the time before taking that action, I'm able to make a decision that's beneficial, a decision that's profitable, a decision that's positive. That's what wisdom is all about. On this Freedom Friday, we're encouraging you to utilize your wisdom. It's there. Oftentimes we just run out there before thinking. We think before we act. We speak before we act. Wisdom dictates that we consider. We slow down and we consider. Because in any action, there's always a positive or a negative result. And in that positive or negative result, we exist and it carries us to a certain level, be it positive or negative. That's why what he's talking about is important. Wisdom dictates that we focus and make decisions that are beneficial. As far as the child of God is concerned, you make decisions that would reflect your light as a child of God. Because you see, in every step, in every walk, in every speech, in every situation, we're setting an example. We're either setting a good example or a bad example. The goal in using wisdom, from spending to family to workplace, is to keep your feet on the right path. That was the message of Solomon. Wisdom is important. When it's utilized, godly wisdom utilized is profitable to you. Godly wisdom utilized is the type of wisdom that can keep your feet on solid ground. That's why the Bible is so clear, especially in the book of Proverbs, of encouraging us to see the value of godly wisdom in everything we do, in every decision we make. That's why it says in verse 27 and 26, ponder the path of thy feet. Let all of thy ways be established. Turn not to the right hand, nor to the left, and remove thy foot from evil. Evil is always there. It's always present. Evil will always receive you. But if you utilize wisdom in your decision making, this Freedom Friday, if you make a decision that wisdom is first, godly wisdom is first, before every decision that you make, every step that you take, then you will be one who will practice truly what Solomon is talking about here. Because you see, if you don't let wisdom go, if you hold on to wisdom, she is thy life. It will keep you prosperous. It will keep you alive. If you don't set your feet on the path of evil and the path of the wicked, you will save yourself a multitude of sin and a multitude of trouble. Solomon's message is one of prevention. This Freedom Friday, take heed to Solomon's message. Wisdom is your life. Wisdom is important. Keep it with all diligence, for out of wisdom, the Bible tells us in verse 23, are all the issues of life. Wisdom, this Freedom Friday, and every day. Wisdom. Walk it, talk it, practice it, contemplate it, focus on it. Ponder the decisions that you make and the steps that you take so that all things within you can be established. Turn not to the right nor to the left, and always remove your feet from evil. God is a good God. He's left us some great instructions. He's provided us some great instructors. I hope, trust, and pray this Freedom Friday that as you go forth, you will go forth walking with and walking in godly wisdom. The Morning Touch is brought to you by the Chapters for the Homeless and the FSBC in Glendale. We hope, trust, and pray that this has been valuable to you. Go forth, have a great weekend, and practice godly wisdom in everything you do. See you next time on The Morning Touch.